Dude, I gotta say, and I comment on y'all's TikTok all the time. The Lumberland, Lumberland or Lumberland?
Either one, as long as it's not land.
Okay,
Lumberland
Lumberland.
is like a terrible theme park. It's not really
Like we
boring.
hate Lumberland.
Yeah, that's actually
But-
our enemy. Yeah, they own a place down the road. All right. Well, welcome to another tier list. A very exciting one today. We're going to be doing baseball cleats from 2021. And joining me is Steve Perrault, formerly of the Section 10 podcast. Am I the first to say that to you?
That's the first time I'm hearing that. I was doing some WEI hits during the postseason there, and Greg Hill was calling me Audacy Baseball Insider. I'm like, that sounds good. I like that.
I like that. So, okay, and Audacy Baseball Insider. I'll stick with that.
We'll go with that. That sounds good. But yes, formerly of Section 10, just wrapped up there. But obsessed with everything you guys do. This stuff is the cream of the crop when it comes to content.
Appreciate it big time, man. I really do. I'm excited to have you on here. Figured you're kind of the ballpark kicks guy.
Yeah.
So who better to have on to talk about cleats? I'll be honest with you, not a huge shoe guy, cleat guy in general. I like clothes, like fashion, but when it comes to shoes, I'm useless. I'm asking everybody else's opinion. So we'll see how much help I can really be here.
It's probably better being like financially, it's better for you to not be a sneaker guy. I'm looking to my right and I have these, shelves of kicks and gets out of hand really fast.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, it sounded like my brother's credit card bill racking up in high school. And that is all you. I wanted to mention this. I don't have a clever segue for it, but I wanted to mention this. I met you back in the day in 2017 at the old time baseball game. You and I watched Pedro Martinez pitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite things about that, the old time baseball game. Well, Steve Buckley does a great job with that. Love Buck. I've gotten to know him better over the years. We had him on the podcast a while ago and recently this year. But my good friend, Jared Carabas, anytime he participated, he would strike out. And it was great. It was great to see. You hear all the Saugus Rocket stuff and all that. It's like boom, 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 3 strikes. He's out of here. This is wonderful.
But and they had him wearing that felt jersey, like the Hawaii green.
Chris Sale would have hated playing in that game. He obviously loves donating to charity, and he's been great for the Jimmy Fund and everything. But those jerseys, man, especially on the nights they do them, and like a July night, no thanks.
That jersey would have no chance.
And R.I.P. John Martin. That was they raised a lot of money for his fund. So that was a really cool event. And it's been a while, man. It's crazy. Yeah. I feel like I've met too many people over the years where like I remember certain ones and not others.
We talked for 5 minutes. It was 4 years ago for 5 minutes. I was absolutely not like. So you remember my favorite food, right?
Yeah, you remember like what my favorite shoes are, right? No, I'm telling you, I wish we could have done stuff during the postseason. I know you were at Fenway, and it was hectic being a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Absolutely, I'm sure it was. Yeah, I mean, I was super busy too, doing my thing. I had people swarming me, so.
I'm telling, it just happens. It happens, man.
Yeah,
we're celebs. That's what happens.
In honor of the Section 10 days and the SoGo meme that came along, these were worn by Cubs prospect Brennan Davis during spring training this year.
These are impressive. I like these a lot. It's funny. I gotta say, a lot of times. The best sneakerheads, I don't know if cleat head, I don't know if that really sounds like you're getting spiked in the face. The best ones are typically not who you would expect. Like it's typically not like the star player or like a Freddie Freeman or something like that. It's the guy that puts literally all his money into his sneaker collection and probably has to talk with the missus or the girlfriend about why so many sneakers are getting shipped to the house. So that's, when you say minor leaguer, I'm not surprised that you would get a custom pair of Suns cleats. But these are nice. I like these.
Yeah, this guy's rocking with a $15,000 salary, and
it just throw it all on sneakers. Yeah, exactly.
I'm thinking of, what are your initial thoughts here? Where to put this?
So we're basically going by a normal grading scale here. So you gotta tell me what the S is all about.
So, man, I so wish I had an answer for you. I think it's like the superior, like that. It's the best of the best. Cream of the crop.
Okay, I like that. That's there. All right. In that sense, Suns out, guns out. I love that. I think the actual design of the Suns logo is all right. The basketball, I think, could look a little cleaner. It looks a little choppy. I love the colors, though. Love the look of it on a cleat. You don't normally see these colors on a cleat, especially a baseball cleat. I would put these. I'm trying to set a high bar. I'm putting these in the C level. C level.
Okay.
It was between B and C.
I appreciate that.
It was between B and C. I'm putting these in the C. I do like if this is a shout out to the area that they're at in spring training. Like, I know they're in Arizona, so if that's just a shout out to the fact that they're not far from where the Phoenix Suns play, I appreciate that. And that's dedication to the cleats. If you're doing that just as a little hat tip to your spring training area, you're a cleat guy. You're a custom kicks diehard. So I do like that.
Big time. I think that's exactly what it was. Because, this is spring training, so this would have been the Suns run. So this next one here is... not shockingly, Pete Alonso. Got the frozen polar bear cleats here. I don't know if he ever even wore these. I couldn't find a picture of them on his feet.
Yeah, I like these. I like these a lot, though. I do like these. You have the igloo effect there along the strap. I think that's a nice feature. Pete Alonso.
That upper strap, though. That upper strap's kind of weird.
It doesn't really seem necessary. I don't love the double strap shoes. I have a pair of LeBrons from 2016, the Soldier 10s, I believe, where they have like the double strap going on. And it's, I'm not going to lie, it takes a while to put your shoes on. You got to strap this, strap that. I'm strapping in for takeoff here. And it's like, this is taking forever just to walk to my place of business. But I do like these a lot. And I like Pete Alonso a lot. We got to hang out with him after the home run derby in Denver, which was a really cool experience considering he won it. He brought the chain out and everything. And I'm just going to factor that in. I'm going to factor that into my grading, even though that's completely cheap and it shouldn't be part of the grading. I do love the cleats though. So these are a high B. These are in a high, it's a B, but if you need specifics, it's like a B plus.
Yeah. I was feeling A to B. So I'm definitely down settling on a high B. We'll leave it in first place amongst the Bs.
Yeah.
So this next one that I'm about to send you here, I put in for you. It is a Hey Arnold special worn by Cameron Maybin.
Yes.
Now
this was he wore these this year, but he had them done for Players Weekend in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember posting these on the Ballpark Kicks account 2 years ago.
What was your reaction then, and is it the same now?
Yeah, these are an A. I mean, you can't for me, Hey Arnold was my favorite show, at least on Nickelodeon growing up. Like that, nothing quite beat getting home from school in the 90s. I would make some mac and cheese and just watch Hey Arnold, and it was great. Like, school's the worst. School, I will always say that. My mom was a principal, and I'm like, school is not cool. Like, it sucks. It is a waste of time, and I wish we would just start early on in school doing things we want to do. Like, I don't need to know about what happened in the 1600s. I don't want people to give a damn about us in 400 years. I don't. Like, we're doing good things now. Sick. Like, they don't need to look at us in a history book in 2400. Anyway.
Yeah, imagine if everything you did, was written down and taught in schools.
Why would anyone care? They shouldn't care. Anyway, so about the cleats.
Yeah, the cleats.
There's literally nothing to do with this. I love these. I mean, anything Hey Arnold is really good, but one thing I've learned is that you can make custom cleats with your favorite things on them, and they can still suck. Like, you only go so far having your favorite topic on the cleats. Like, you can still get cleats that are done. I will never say which pair, but I got a pair of custom sneakers that I hate, and it's one of my favorite things. And so it can happen. Like, it can happen where it just doesn't fit to where you not fit literally, but just your preferences of a cleat. But all that to say, I love the design. I've seen more photos of these too with some other angles. These are an A. And if anyone's thrown off by the Worcester and Syracuse thing, it's because he was on a minor league assignment this year and wore them this year. Everyone was tagging me in these this year. I'm like, bro, these are the 2019 model. All right, these have been around the block a little bit. But Cameron Maybin obviously did some big things over the years in the majors. Really, really solid role player overall. Made his money and invested them in custom cleats. So I support it.
I'm down with you. An A with a side of mac and cheese. One thing I will say, I don't know if I love the move of busting out your custom cleats on a minor league assignment.
I know. It feels a little weird.
It does. Yeah.
Well, when you bet, like, I'm totally fine if let's say you're Jarren Duran and you're coming up through the system and you want to look flashy, do custom like look cool, because like you have a future in the bigs. If you're Cameron Maybin and you're going through a minor league assignment when you played hundreds of major league games, maybe to save them for when you get back to the bigs. I agree.
Yeah, not really the time to be like flashing. So these next ones, these were made for either Judge or Alonso. They were double posted. I couldn't tell you who they're made for, but I can tell you exactly what they're made for. They were made for the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
These are incredible. These are absolutely incredible. I think the more you can ever lean into the stars, and our flag is so sick. Like, we have the coolest flag. When you look at other flags, you're like, we won the flag battle. Like, this is the best. So I do applaud that they leaned into the stars and stripes aspect of it. That's a great call. I love having the beams up where the towers were. That's a really cool design. The 9/11 Memorial logo is also a great touch as well. You got the 20th anniversary. These are top tier. These are the S to me. I'm putting these at the top. You can't like, and I gotta say, and this is me being fair. There's a way to do these cleats and have them suck. Like there's a way for these to not look good and to weirdly not represent this event like it should. These do a great job of doing it. These are great.
Yeah, and you know, sneakers kind of have a reputation for being like an accessory or a piece of clothing that like is flashy. You know, like that's kind of like what it's supposed to be, an eye grabber, and it's supposed to like there's a whole culture and style and fashion like kind of around shoes and sneakers, and so these could have very well been tasteless.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think these sum it up perfectly. Like they intentionally put a little wear on it. With the 20th anniversary, like it shows that it's a little bit of a throwback, and this is, and you also have One World Trade, and I didn't even notice that One World Trade's on there too.
Yeah, and they got the
these are
open
great.
back.
These are great.
Yeah, big fan of those ones. All right, so this one is pretty similar to the first one we did. This is glass now. I don't know if they're actually a Suns reference or not. It says Taco Surf.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Nope, me neither. And that's going to deduct points, Tyler. Sorry to tell you.
In terms of the category of needing to know what the cleats are all about, I can't give any background here because I don't even know what that means. I love the color design, but I'm just going to quickly throw this into the D category. We're putting this in the D because even if I knew what this is, there's not enough going on. I have a very specific like preference with custom cleats or custom kicks that I have. I always want the kicks to have a theme and feel like they perfectly sum it up. Like my favorite sneakers, it's probably it's a three-way tie. My girlfriend got me these Fenway customs that are awesome, which make you feel like you're at Fenway. And then there's these Toy Story ones that have Buzz on one side as a theme and Woody on the other as a theme. And it's like, yeah, I feel like I'm in Pixar. And then Jurassic Park. It's like I feel like I'm at Jurassic Park. If I knew anything about Taco Surf,
you don't feel like you're at Taco Surf here.
I don't feel like I'm at Taco Surf looking at these. So we're gonna
totally miss the vibe there. Yeah,
I know, and like I love Taco Surf, and that's always been one of my favorite places to eat tacos. But I'm not feeling it with these, and so I got to go D. I
don't know what the hell's going on here.
I don't either.
And it's enough.
Here's the thing, though. Off of that. Like, let's say we knew Taco Surf. I still don't think we love these. I still don't think we love these. Like, even if we know about Taco Surf,
essence of Taco Surf.
Exactly. There's not enough Taco Surf going on.
These are another one included for you. They're not a custom cleat anyway. These are the Hank Aaron Air Griffies.
Yeah, they gave these to everyone at the All-Star game actually. Which is really cool. So saw some of the players, a lot of them were rocking these during batting practice. I gotta say, multiple takeaways as always. You know, we take this very seriously. First thing, love the gold bottoms. I mean, that's
my number one too. Yeah,
that is crispy. That is so clean, and you really can't beat that. Like you can't beat. If I was a ball player, I'd wear these. It's weird to me, and I get it. I get the hat tip, but it looks weird to me when I have these swingman shoes over there in a couple different forms with the 24. The 44 just throws me off. Like, I get what they're doing. It's just a little, I don't know. I thought it was a little strange to do that. Like, I feel like you could have had it elsewhere.
Is this too similar to the original Air Griffey design? Is that what's going on here?
It is pretty similar to the original Air Griffey, but it's also, and I get it's a hat tip to Hank Aaron, so it's like, obviously they're going to use his number. I would have rather like had his number on the bottom and then like Griffey's up top. I don't know. It's a little off to me to have non-Griffey numbers on a Griffey shoe, but overall this is clean. I wish it didn't have like that pinstripe vibe. It reminds me of the Yankees, and for that reason and that reason alone, we're going to have these in the B category.
B. I feel B. I was feeling B to C. That I love the black and white and gold. The mixing in the red, blue, black, white, gold is a little overwhelming to me,
Yeah, I know they're going with Braves colors up top, but I don't know.
I feel like it was like a commit one way or the other kind of deal. If they were all like, the blue and red with the gold, I'd maybe be fighting you on A. But I'm with you. These ones, probably among the more famous ones from this year. These are Bryce Harper's opening day Cleats. Philly Phanatic.
I don't even have to see him come through. These are already an S for me. Yeah,
let me tell you, I wasn't sure which way you were going to lean, because this is not like a B or C Cleat.
No.
It's going to be S or F.
This can't be. If you give this a B or a C, you don't know how to do this. Like, this isn't. Like, I think they should have had a little bit more of his head sticking out.
Like, they were so close. They just missed the mark a little bit.
There was a little more fur needed.
You're either for this or against this, and I hope you're being serious when you say yes, because I'm for this.
No, I'm dead serious. When I saw these, all right, a couple things stick out. One, I want to swear so bad I won't. I'll keep it clean. The effing legs coming out of the left.
Can I just say, we have to put something else in S before the end of this, because right now we just have the 9/11 and the Philly Phanatic.
Got 9/11 and Philly Phanatic. Like, no, they're gonna have to put some
clean, the whole list.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put some clean Jordans in there or something. Yeah, I think so. So many things stick out, but first off, it is that the legs are just like sticking high in the air. Like, those are hilarious. But I love that aspect. I love the cleat looks comfy too. See, that's the funny thing, is that you throw all this crap on it and it still looks like he slipped into these things, right?
Yeah. Now, this is a dumb question here, Steve. Please bear with me.
These are so stupid.
He only wore these for like the national anthem, right?
I am 99% sure he didn't wear these during the game.
The googly eyes on the side looked like he just had like glue, went to like a craft store and just like glued them on.
I'm telling you, he went to Michael's and just like got some eyes and just stuck them on the side. Like, I applaud, and I would love to get this offseason. I'm trying to do more with the Ballpark Kicks page and like interview customizers and talk to people that have collections and stuff. And we have a couple things lined up, but I would put every interview and everything aside to talk to whoever made these. I need to know who put these together, because I just have endless, like, not only do I have endless thoughts, I have endless questions. Like, to your point, did you just kind of whatever with the eyes? Because they look like they're falling off, and they don't they look like they were, Bryce, like the night before the game was like, yo, can we ever put some eyes on the right ones? Like, yeah, we can. And they have to like bang down the door of Michael's and like steal the eyes. But
this looks like it was like his like wife's like sister or something.
Yes,
is like getting into shoe design.
Yes,
Mrs. Harper was like, you have to let her make you sound like
you just completely
she's so excited, honey.
100. This is 8 billion% what happened. You could not be more spot on. This is
has to be,
babe, and hear me out, but Kelly is starting this business, and I really think hear me out. I really think it would be cool, if you wore some of your cleats with her design on them for opening day. I think that would be cool.
And he didn't see him until 6 minutes before this photo was taken.
But I was about to say knowing Bryce Harper, I don't. But like in terms of what you see from Bryce Harper in the public's eye, right? He seems like the guy that sent in this request, and not like they came to him with it's not like Under Armour or whoever customizer came to him like, hey, we're thinking Phanatic popping out of your left cleat.
Yeah.
These are hilarious. I go back to the legs sticking out. That looks so funny. The Philly Phanatic is, for my money, the best mascot in baseball. And it's an all-time cleat. It's an these are, you could have sold I wonder where these are right now.
I mean, if everything's right in the world, in a museum, probably.
Yes,
in the Hall of Fame.
They should be in some Philly museum. They should be by the bell. Just put these under the bell.
In Independence Hall, right next to the bell. All right. S, right where they belong.
S, yeah, right.
All right.
For the 9/11 cleats. Yeah, we got to add another pair.
There's no way. We're going to go a little more normal here. These are the Jackie Robinson Air Griffey ones.
I'm going to spend a lot of money on sneakers, not cleats. That wouldn't make any sense. Yeah. But and the OVO, the Jordan 10 OVOs are first on my list. And they remind me of these. They're black on black with this really specific leather that's kind of shiny. And I just love the layers of black on these. This gets back to what we talked about with the Hank Aaron ones. Even though these are all black and you probably could have got a little more creative with them, I love that the only blue is the little Nike sign next to his number. That's such a nice little touch. I don't miss that. That's a nice touch. I love on the inside of the strap that it has all of his credentials. It's got the 6-time All-Star, Hall of Fame, Rookie of the Year. That kind of stuff, it gets me going. I got 72-10 Jordans, the best record Jordans. And on the inside, you flip up the top of the shoe, it has built to the customization of the greatest player on the greatest team of all time. And it's just that's only for you to see, and I love that. And this is only for whoever has the cleats to see. So
yeah, you're not showing this off.
No, exactly.
The inside of your strap.
These, exactly. Check it out. Come on, guys. Look at this. I got these as an A. I love these a lot. I don't know where you're at, but I got these in the A part.
I was thinking A or even S, honestly. I mean, trying to eliminate the spikes here and look at them as just a shoe, unreal. They're very clean.
These are comfy too. The Griffies have this inner this is not the official way to say it, but comfy lining. You can slip your foot in the. It's almost like a slipper on the inside of Griffies, which you wouldn't know unless you had them. This would be a great cleat to play in.
These ones are what Aaron Judge wore on Father's Day.
Is he a dad? He doesn't have a kid, right?
I don't think he does. I don't think he does have a kid. But they say Super Dad on the middle, and then on the other side, they say Happy Father's Day. I'll tell you, I hate these. I hate them.
I like leading with I'll tell you. That works perfectly there. I'll tell you, they suck.
They sure do. I'm not a fan of these whatsoever. I get it's kind of superhero-ish is what he's going for, but you can't be comic books, 2 slightly different tones of blue. Nothing about it says comic book other than this big Kapow logo in the middle.
I gotta say, Aaron Judge has had some really good custom cleats, and I've posted them on Ballpark Kicks before, but here's the deal, and I think it starts and ends with this. You can't really have Super Dad if you're not a dad.
Stolen valor is what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm a dad. I don't like seeing that.
Yeah, right? It's like an insult. You gotta earn that title. It's a 3-letter title that you gotta work for. To be a dad.
To be a dad alone, let alone to be a super dad. We're not even.
I know. Yeah, exactly. The second you throw super in there, I mean, anyone can. I don't want to say anyone. A lot of people can be a dad. All right, a lot of people can be a dad. To be a super dad with an exclamation point, you're not even a dad, dude. You're not even a dad, Aaron Judge. He's trying to say his dad's a super dad, but it's not clear enough. It looks like you're saying you're a super dad.
But you also could, in his defense, I guess a little bit, you couldn't put on there, my dad is a super dad.
That would be awesome if in that little middle area he goes, let me tell you, my dad is a super dad and always has been, and that's just right in the middle. Hey, Aaron, what did it say on the inside part of the cleat? Oh, let me tell you. This is
If you lift
I
the
don't
tongue,
like these. I don't like these. I also just don't like the cleat. I don't.
No.
I got these. Am I about to do this?
I'm hovering here.
What are you leaning? I'm leaning D. I think it's D.
I'm thinking either D for dad or F for fake dad.
Fake dad. I'm fine with going with F because of fake dad.
I'll tell you, I don't like these ones all too much. Maybe you will. They're a little loud for me.
I got to meet some of the stadium custom kicks guys at Fenway. They did a pair for Alex Cora before Game 4, also known as before the demise of the 2021 Red Sox. The path they get to certain designs is like edgy. Like it's like they're taking on a big task to try to get these done. Like certain drawings they do. So it's a little risky. These aren't bad though. I don't dislike these cleats at all. I don't know who they were for. It could have been for Real Muto. I don't think Harper works with these guys.
The City of Brotherly Love looks like just the standard Photoshop drop shadow, and that that distracts me. That it looks like they clicked the button and plopped that on there.
So there's different ways of putting these designs in the custom cleats, and sometimes it looks like you just said, it looks like you drew it like from like a tablet pen and not like actually custom painted it on there. So I think deduct points for that for sure.
Yeah.
The bell looks solid. I'd like to see a little more of the cleat, but overall, they're not bad. I was between a B and a C. I'd have these. These are probably a C. They're probably a C.
I was leaning C because I mean, like if you look at what's in the B versus what's in the C, I think they fit closer to these Suns guys
they're
here.
More. Yeah, they're more with the Suns.
This one pisses me off. Do you want to take a guess who these were for?
Correa.
Ryan Sheriff.
Why do I respect it so much more now? I thought these were I was thinking Astros and then Correa. It makes sense. It's a Sheriff logo.
Yeah, he made a pun out of his own name, is what he did.
I find that funny. And if anything, I think it lifts it. It lifts these from an F to a D.
Save. Don't make me do it.
What are you doing? What a throwback. The suspension music.
I didn't want to have to do it.
I thought my days of getting suspended were over. I'm glad they're not. Dude, it's so funny that we just call it suspension music and everyone was on board with that because it doesn't sound like suspension. It's like very upbeat and boppy. Yeah, anyway.
People were all dancing to it today. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fooling around with it. Yeah, people love it. The sheriff badge aside, which every time I say it, I just can't believe he did that. Like, imagine making a pun out of your own whatever.
You don't think it's a little funny that the guy's last name's Sheriff and he has Sheriff Cleats? Like, I think that's kind of funny.
I think it's like if I got a gift that was like a pun of my last name, I'd be like, oh, I got it. Thanks, guy. For him to be like, I'm Ryan Sheriff. They call me the Sheriff.
Yeah, it's almost too self-aware. It's like too much leaning into your own brand.
Does he introduce himself like that? Does he say, hey, I'm Ryan Sheriff. You can call me the Sheriff. Check out my shoes.
Yeah, look at my cleats that I'm wearing indoors. He basically, this is like a self-retweet is what it is. But I'm okay with it. I do that sometimes. Yeah. I'm okay with it.
So you're feeling...
I can't have it at F. Like, I think Judge deserves to be by himself there because he's not a dad.
Yeah, no, that's disrespect of a whole
This guy's at least a sheriff. So, like, there's no lie detected.
I'm feeling somewhere in the BCD range here. Somewhere in the middle of the pack.
We can go C. I'm fine with C.
Yeah, I like C. So here's Tony Gonsolin's cleats. Are you aware of these before you see them?
I don't believe so. Okay,
so Tony Gonsolin has two cats, which doesn't sound important to his shoes, but believe it or not, it is. So he has two cats, and these are the colors of his cats. And then on the sides, you can't really see on the right shoe there. You can see on the inner heel, it has a photo of his cat. And when asked in an interview about these cleats, the headline quote was, "I've always liked cats." So,
I'm not going to go into great detail here, but these are disgusting. The fact that they're Mizuno cleats. I mean, I think of Mizuno, I think of 2001 Ichiro. You know what I mean? Like, I think like way back when. I think they're not really a cleat company. I think of them more as bats, gloves, maybe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like cats. Cats are, for my money, they're trash, and I would have the design. I mean, it's like there's so many more things you could have done. I feel like you could have just done like custom drawings of your cats instead of like the fur.
Even then, dude, what are you? Why?
I know.
Listen,
Like I would never. I love dogs, and my dog's the best. I would never have Bristol on my cleats. Like I don't. I don't know.
maybe like an in memoriam, God forbid,
God
like
forbid they got hit by a truck or something. Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
sure, have one game of your R.I.P. my cat's cleats.
they both got hit by a bulldozer.
And it would say that under the tongue when you flip it.
Yeah, when you flipped it, it's a nice little message. Always remember how they went out. Yeah, these are garbage, man. Like,
Trash, dude, these are horrible. That's why I didn't want to. Like you said, like, oh, they leave Aaron Judge alone in F. I'm not sure.
No, I think he can have some company here. These are the kind of clay. I always think about this with customs, and it's a very important way to look at custom shoes and custom cleats. Does this product feel complete? Like when you look at a custom pair of cleats, does it feel complete? The answer to these is absolutely no. And it's also immediately why. That's what I'm saying. Why? Like, why did you make these?
Not only do these also look like they're like fresh out of Hobby Lobby, like he made them himself, but the lighter haired one looks like fucking human hair.
I know. It looks
like cat hair at all.
It looks like he had the bench coach like cut off the left side of his head and like tape it on.
Yeah, Tony.
These are an F. These are such an obvious F. If anything, I almost want to like bring Judge up so these can now be by themselves in the F land, but we can't do that. Can't change after the fact.
No, I'm not. No, Trout needs to serve his time for his crime. Mike Trout. These are his customs that came out earlier this year.
No, these are nothing. Mike Trout, not surprisingly, just blah. He what he brings to the table is some of the best talent in the history of the game, but outside of that, boring. And these are boring. I don't have much to add. This is like if a glazed donut was a cleat.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
So like these are the glazed donut Trouts, and they're just not that good. So
D for donut.
These are D. Yeah, D for donut. There we go.
These are worn by Vladdy, my boy.
Vladdy, your boy. Oh yeah, you guys were on the same high school team together. I remember that.
Yeah, well, so I was a cameraman for the Fisher Cats in 2018 when him and Biggio and Bichette were there.
Hell of a time to be there.
I was like the dugout cameraman. Okay. So I was like trying to learn some Spanish to talk to Vladdy. And he was nice enough about it, which is all you can really ask.
Oh, yeah. These are, Vladdy wore these in Anaheim. There's a lot of custom Kobe's out there. And obviously, R.I.P. Kobe. I always wanted a pair of Kobe's. And I ended up getting the Kobe ones. They're like black and purple. They're pretty dope. I don't really wear them that much because Kobe always had like basketball shoes. Like that might sound stupid, but a lot of the Jordans are streetwear. They're not really, they don't have to be basketball shoes. Kobe was like, if you're wearing Kobe's, like you're going to ball. So if I'm not mistaken, these are done by my boy, Michael Jordan. That sounds dumb, but his name's actually Michael Jordan.
Yeah, they're Jordans.
He does. Yeah.
So
yeah, I wish his name wasn't Michael Jordan. This dude is done. He did my Jurassic Park shoes, and his name's Michael Jordan. And people ask like, "Oh, who did those?" And I'll be like, "Michael Jordan." And they're like,
"Yeah." And the fact that they are Jordans is
I know. I always get them done on Jordan once, and people are like, "Oh yeah, so MJ did custom shoes for you." His handle's Michael Jordan Artist, I believe, and he's so good. And these are incredible. Like that really looks like Kobe. I gotta say, some of the customs that have a human on them look no good. Don't look good, and these look good. So I would put these. I'm fine with the A category. Where are you leaning?
Yeah. So you know what? I didn't factor in the fact like how hard a portrait is. You know,
it's very hard,
especially if they were like
on a
custom
sneaker.
Painted. Yeah.
Hard enough to do on like a canvas.
Yeah, like you see that a lot with like tattoos as well. But like portrait has a potential to go really poorly.
Yeah.
So that factoring into it, I'm willing to go A. These next ones were Yellies.
I feel like this is in reference to something that I don't know.
It does feel like a movie quote or something.
Are these Bob Uecker quotes? Is that why these might be just a bit outside? Like I do understand
that might be what it is.
So yeah, that's obviously what's going on here. But at the same time, I'm not in love with them. I think, like I mentioned before, these feel a little incomplete. And a little too plain for my liking. I would have these in the C range.
They don't give me the air that like you'd seriously wear them.
Yeah,
in a game
and they feel like they belong with that C group that is, leading the charge here with 4 members.
Yeah. Well, hold on. First things first. We got to put this. Yeah. So I don't think I have the photo for this last one. I'll blow this up here.
Yeah, a little zoom action. Let's do it.
Yeah. Did I really just do that, bro?
What's up? What? What did you do?
Nothing. It's all there.
Oh no!
It's all there.
Is it?
Oh my god! It actually is.
You were just saying that. You definitely didn't think it.
Not for a second.
Let me see. Whose are these? Do you know?
I just don't.
I'm just gonna say it. I don't love them. I don't know. They're just not doing. They're not doing enough for me.
You know what? The colors kind of remind me of like a playground or something, which I like, which is a positive. I like them basically the same as these or these.
Yeah, I think they belong in C. I don't know if these are good enough for B. I think C makes sense. Like we consistently made sure the A's and the B's mattered, and that but didn't we just fall right into the thing we said we didn't want to do in the S's?
Oh no!
I'm fine with the Hey Arnold ones being up there. I don't know if we can change it after the fact.
That feels forced. I can't do it.
I know. Can't do it. I don't blame you. Like we got to stick by some principles here, and you can't change after you made the grade.
Yeah, I think you and I both know the Hey Arnolds don't belong in the S.
I would agree. I think A was A- to begin with. I feel really good about this. Like I feel like the D's suck, and that's what a D is. The Fs should absolutely be Fs. If you're a Yankee fan, you're an Aaron Judge guy, I bet you could make an argument that those are like Bs or Cs, but they're just not. Those are Fs.
Nope.
Having cat fur on your Mizuno cleats is just not it. So that's the most obvious F of all time. I think the A's are a good group. I think a custom Kobe that's really good with a good portrait. You got, some Jackie Robinson cleats that have great design. Hey Arnold cleats that have great paintings or drawings rather of the characters on there. Good color scheme. The B's feel right. Pete Alonso deserves to be on there with the polar bears. It's an icy and you got the igloo in there. That's cool. Those are dope. You had the ice coming off the Nike logo. That's sick. The Hank Aaron Griffies, the gold bottoms. Love that. And the C's speak for themselves. That like all of those done by the right artist could be an A probably.
Yeah, I think C's all have in common, like they all really tried. They all really wanted to be cool. You just didn't hit it.
They just didn't hit. And it's fine. Yeah. And I think with some more, like let's be honest. The sheriff ones, if you had like Woody on there or something, if you had a sheriff on there, I think it makes it better. I know you hate them, but
if people called him the sheriff, and his name wasn't Sheriff. His name was...
I think it's fine to have a sheriff thing on your cleats if your last name's Sheriff. I don't think it's that weird.
I can't do it. I
know you're out, but I applaud that you were out from the jump and you're still out. It's not like that changed.
Standing by it.
So I feel good about this. This feels like where it should be.
I think we did it. I think we did a damn good job. Well, Steve, I really appreciate you taking the time. I know you're a busy guy, and this ran a lot longer than I expected it to. I appreciate you giving the time and effort into all the decisions.
Absolutely. You guys are a phenomenal company. Would love to do more stuff with you, more collabs if you're down. This is great stuff, man. This is fun. And I think we nailed it. I think we did.
Anything you want to plug as far as where people can find the Audacy stuff?
Yeah, as of right now, we're cooking to build a new Red Sox show that's launching in spring training. So it wouldn't be any handles yet. It would just be your typical @Steve_Perrault on Twitter, and then Steve Perrault on Instagram. So we're trying to get to 10K on IG. I say we like it's a team, like it's literally just me. I'm gonna give away a Pedro Martinez jersey once my personal IG hits 10K.
Rock on.
Yeah, exactly. But appreciate it, man. This is awesome.
All right, well,
stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, go sub to those on Instagram. Leave a comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Turn the bells on. And I think that's a wrap. Later, guys.